Hello guys and welcome to Tier 3 here in Spain. Obviously this week Spain has thrown up some great races. There's still a big championship battle, however all the top 5 of the championship are not racing tonight, which opens opportunities for all of the others to gain a lot of points. But it is sunny, which is promising. I don't know what it's going to be like for the race, but I'm sure someone will pass it on and let us know. But tonight I'm joined by the man of many nationalities, many everything. Isad, how are you?
Hello everyone, it's good to be back on comms. It's been some time. So,
You all good?
Yeah, all good, all good. Hope everything's fine for you as well. But we're not alone.
Yeah, we're definitely not alone. Because I am joined by a driver commentator for the first time in God knows how long. I listed his accolades off just the other week in MRCX. If you want to hear them, go back to that because I've pretty much forgotten them already. But it's Mark Hodgson. How are you?
Good evening. I'm good, thanks. Yeah, last second stand-in for unfortunately driver couldn't make it. But yeah, I was kind of feeling today like I'd give this another go. I know it didn't end well for me on Monday with a bad spin and very bad rear wing damage, but I was enjoying myself. And I thought, I'll have another crack at this. Just why not? And help out and reserve.
Do you know what? As long as you're enjoying yourself, that's all that matters.
Yeah, the injury's getting better, so I've had my ankle strapped up for the last few days. Didn't feel too bad on Monday racing. It's been okay for the last day or so. So I thought, well, okay, I'm feeling getting back to health. So I'll give it a go.
Always good. I know you've been in a lot of pain, so it's good to see that you are better. But let's take you on a lap of the Spanish circuit with the man who is currently the leader on track. It's J. Dudon. Now we head down to turn 1. You brake around about the grey line on the floor between the 50 and 100 metres. You swing it in. You don't want to miss too much of that apex on turn 1. You got to get the perfect line for turn 2 because traction is so hard. Now turn 3 flat. You keep it tight, but then you allow the car to drift out wide, so that you can line yourself perfectly up for turn 4, which you just swing in and you just feather that throttle until eventually you can slam it down. And then turn 5 is so difficult because you've got to get the absolute perfect line and be perfectly on time for the traction. He looked brilliant through there. Now turn 6 and 7, this is uphill and off camber, so you've got to be so careful, but he's absolutely smashed it. It looks like a very good lap early on from J. Dudon here. But through turn 9, it's flat out in qualifying. It's not always in the race, that is for sure. But 100 metres for the new revamped turn 9. And again, it's a feather the throttle and just wait so patiently to get on it. And now into the long right-hander. It feels like it never ends. That's partly because it doesn't really now. Not with this new final sector. You flat out through the penultimate corner and then through the final corner. You lift off a little bit, but he stays well off that curb. And what's the first time going to be? 13.7, great lap.
Yeah, that's a good opener, that good banker.
Yeah, it definitely is. So let's have a little look. Genie has done a 1:13.9 on the mediums, but we all know how quick he is. We've seen it all firsthand this season. And who are you watching at the minute? Hello?
Not sure where he's gone.
Okay, he'll be back.
Sorry.
Oh, he is
sorry.
here?
Yeah. I muted it. Sorry, I'm eating at the same time, so I don't want to ruin the screen. I'm so sorry, guys.
Okay, all good. Don't you worry.
I was saying I was on Aero Voice because he's on hard tyres, and I just wanted to know what real difference is for a tier 2 driver in tier 1 in tier 2. So. Nothing too interesting. It's just basic average at the moment.
I'll tell you what is impressive though, that 13.0 from Airways, the tier 4 driver. Incredible. But here comes Jazz Boy. What's he going to do? A 14.5. That puts him into P6. Good little lap from him. Geke 14.9. He's into P7. It's so good to see these tier 4 drivers coming and trying their hand in tier 3 though.
Yeah, 100% I agree with that one, and that's what we aim to do. That's why we give sort of priority to the lower tier drivers coming up and reserving in the upper tiers. 4 to 3, 3 to 2, even 4 to 2. We've seen in the past. I can't remember who it was. Who was it last season? It's going to bug me now.
Yeah, I know who you're
we
on
had
about.
a gentleman, and I think it was Gibbon. I'm not sure where he's gone actually. I think he had some other issues and is not with us at the moment. I could be wrong. If I am sorry. But yeah, he just it's awesome to see, and that's exactly what we want. You know, people to test themselves, to push themselves to the next limit, and beyond. And that's absolutely what we get a lot of the time. And again, encouraging these tier 4 boys to step up into tier 3 and give a good showing for themselves. And that's, you know, there's no pressure on them either, which is a big bonus.
Yeah, exactly. This is like an almost, guys, get yourself ready for tier 3 kind of thing, because these guys literally, it's like we've always said, tier 4 is not a tier that we want you to stay in.
No, it is a learning tier. It is an entry level tier. And yeah, you're right, we try and promote as quickly as we can through there, and I know we've got a big recruitment drive coming as well. So if you are watching and you are interested in joining one of the best leagues out there on PS in F1, then you know, give us a shout in the comments. Don't forget to the like button, of course, as well. And you know, we'll send you a link to Discord or DM us on our Facebook page, Instagram page, and yeah, we'll get you involved.
Yeah, we definitely will. And yeah, I think we are definitely going on a recruitment drive. There's still seats available in some tiers, but we'll get them filled as soon as
I'm recruiting a new
possible.
teammate as well.
Oh yeah, you actually are. I forgot about that.
Yeah,
because the
I've had a fantastic teammate for the last season and a half, and he'll be missed. 100% he'll be missed.
Yeah, he definitely will. But the Lion King is returning to his former habitat in tier 2, so
it is. And to be fair, him and I won. That's my first in all the seasons I've been in MRC. Helped was obviously a 50-50 partnership, and won the constructors last season in tier 2, and that was, for me, it's the second time he's won it, but it's the first time I've ever won the constructors, and of course no small part to the driver.
Yeah, he really came forward last season. He really stepped up his game. He was battling with you at times for first place as well. He got into his own rhythm last season, didn't he? So,
he did, and he's an awesome teammate as well. You know, he plays that team game well, and it's that's what you want. That's what you want to do with teammates. You want to have that camaraderie and that teamwork together. I know it is a drivers' championship as well, and you know, same as everything in actual F1. You have both games, and that's exactly what I had with Mark. So yeah, he'll be missed.
Yeah, he definitely will. But let's have a look at the race winner from last week, Mr. Baby Hornet. Let's see how he gets on. So he's coming through turn 9 now. He is on a fly. This is effectively going to be his banker. I believe he may have invalidated his first lap. So he's definitely under a bit of pressure to get a good time on the board here. What was you saying, Ant? Sorry?
I'm saying that's correct.
Yeah. No, he got away with that. I don't know how, but that's into P4.
Yeah, very lucky.
He got very lucky there because he did pretty clearly 4 wheels off track. Batiab from tier 2, he is in the other Mercedes. Fox is in for Melvin. Error Voice is in the Haas seat. Genie is in for Jam in the Williams, and obviously Mark Hodgson is in for DRS Nil. So yeah,
it's very difficult to try to do. You know, obviously I can't set a lap time and qualify being a tier 1, 2 tiers above. It is extremely difficult to remember to pit when you're having a bit of fun on a fast lap. I nearly missed it this time. So it was like, oh no, dive! No,
Mark H on pole. Oh no.
Yeah, that's to be fair, if I did make a mistake, I would just literally start the race and move over.
No, what you could do, if you did set a lap, what you
could
do is just go stop in the pit lane exit, and then you'd get DSQ.
Oh, just qualify.
Yeah.
Yes, good point, you can do that, I forgot about that. But luckily, I haven't upfitted, and I'm just using the same set of tyres just to have a bit of fun. And
yeah,
I did honestly finish an invalid. I invalidated my first attempt. Half on purpose, let the car run wide when I could easily have not, just to, you know.
Come on, share with us what the time
just keep on. It was a lap strewn with mistakes, and it was a 12.6.
So you'd be on pole.
Yeah.
Well, provisional pole anyway.
But no, I did invalid it, and I did just because I invalidated it, I did finish it just to see, just to wonder what I would have done.
Just to make everyone feel a whole lot better. That was Mark really pushing it. It was the absolute perfect lap, okay? Just so everyone feels a bit better.
I mean, that was a 12.5, I think, on Monday. Maybe even a little bit better. I can't remember now. And I was way outside the top 10. I think I was like 13, 14. So that says a lot about the speed that these guys have got. Wow.
Jazzboy into P2.
What
incredible. This guy, he's one I mentioned over the weeks, but he has never driven without line before MRC. And he's come so far.
That's awesome.
It is great to see, but P2, great lap for 12.8 there.
I don't know if Gav is listening to us, but he's on a soft tyre. And he's not get the lap, so...
I don't know if now he's stepped down from Tier 2. I think he's been given the Tier 2, Tier 3 reserve role.
Oh, right, okay.
Which then means he can qualify on softs, technically. But he is P6, he is on softs. Gav, you should be doing better than that.
Yeah. Come on.
Yeah. Yeah. What Mark said. But let's see. No one's out on track. No one wants to set a lap. Alright, let's go watch Airways. Oh, actually no, Ninja's just starting. Airways, he's in turn 3. Well, what's his first sector going to be? Is he going to be up in the first sector? No, he's not. He's actually down, but obviously the rest of the track is where you actually do gain all the time. The middle sector is so pivotal to the lap time here because you can make so many mistakes. How did Tier 1 go for you on Monday, Ant, by the way? I actually don't know.
The driver span in front of me and I couldn't avoid him, so I hit him and got my front right tyre completely destroyed, so I DNF'd through no fault of my own, so...
Always fun.
For me.
Always fun.
So, a race to forget, let's say.
It's fine, I've only
also got disqualified in quadding.
That's fun.
Yeah, so really not a good night for me.
It's fine. I've DNF'd the last 4 races, so get on my level.
Who do you think you are, Hodgie?
Get on my level. That's all I'm saying. I've scored a grand total of 3 points all season. Wet, contact, wall.
It is dry for the race, by the way. Sorry, I forgot to mention. This is as cloudy as it's going to get. It's going to be a full dry race.
Oh, there's a hash round. I'm disappointed because Tier 2 was wet and I'm really jealous. But there is a hash round.
No,
I think it was a Haas, or was it someone else? Because it
might have been an Alpine, I think.
Alpine, okay. Ghost Rider. He's gone Kylie Minoguing through the middle sector. So let's see. Fire J's just got into P6 in his Ferrari. Yeah, spinning.
Round.
Yes.
Wow.
I'm surprised how long that took you, to be completely honest.
It didn't. Well, it half did, and then I'm just thinking, wow. Yeah.
I'll
give you that. To be fair, I'll give you that one. We do like originality, and that is very original. I'll give you that one.
But very bad at the same time. It's originally bad.
I'm actually just flicking through a lot of the sector times at the minute.
Yeah.
And it is really amazing how close it is through Sector 1. RSC Danny, who's currently in 10th, has got the fastest first sector. Or equal fast first sector, actually, with Jazzboy. And then there's usually about not even a tenth, maybe, between a lot of drivers. In the middle sector, there's maybe 2 tenths between most of them. And then it's the last sector where you start to see a lot of discrepancies, a lot of people, with a variety of times, and that's really looks like where the time is gained and lost hugely. You know, Donny's on a 21.333 in the final sector, and kind of has that last sector really hooked up by at least 2.5 tenths to anybody else, really.
Yeah.
So that is where that lap time difference is really kicking in there. And in fairness, Jazzboy actually had about 3.5 tenths on him in the first sector, then lost it through the rest of the lap. So if Jazzboy kind of hooks up the last sector, or Donny gets a great first sector and improves, a lot of these guys are going on the last runs are going to seriously jump. I think they're really, really going to jump up the order, and it's going to be very, very close.
Yeah, one thing I noticed in Tier 2 this week was the track evolution is probably bigger around here than it has been around any other track.
Yeah, it is big
this
around
season.
here as well, and you don't want to overheat your tyres. It is easy to do around this place. You know, it's hard on the front tyres. There's a lot of long corners, but then you've also got quite decent traction zones. Really, not as much as it used to have, but it is still a few.
Yeah, there definitely is. If anyone wants to know why Simon crashed out, he got taken out by the bump in the pit lane.
Wow.
So
That's exactly what happened to me yesterday.
he told me that he's going to report it to the stewards. That poor bump. So yeah, I need footage bump, please. But let's see. Gatian's in P3 on the mediums. That's insane. Let's see. Who are you watching now, Ant?
Well, I was watching Fox River 8 because, well, he was on his lap, and for some reason he span out and just waited there. He was he wasn't beached, but yeah, it was very strange. And before that, there must be some kind of curse with me again.
No, don't worry. Fox just isn't very good.
Donny.
Yeah, there's only you gonna get away with saying that.
I trust me, I won't get away with it. But
no, but Donny was improving by 3/10 in the first sector on another lap, and he invalidated it. So he's on the lap now.
Oh, Ghost Rider's just gone super wide and ruined his lap as well. Oh, that's a big shame. Anybody else? Everyone is pushing to the absolute limit. You could really see it now because they are all trying to take every inch of that track to get as far up as possible. But it's going to be interesting to see who can take pole late on here. Scottish Ninja's not going again. He's in the pit lane with 36 seconds to go. So he's done.
Donny's pitted as well. He had no ERS left and he's got no time either. So now it's leaving the door wide open.
Jacob's just gone into the gravel in turn 3, I want to say. Yeah, I think it's turn 3.
Airways is out of it.
Airways is also out, so that's him done. Gatian's just starting a lap on the mediums. Be nice, don't take pole from these tier 3 guys. He has only got 27% battery, so I don't think he's going to manage it. But I think, unless Gav is going to pull out an absolute blinder, that could be pole for JD Don. No, Gav's 6.7 seconds down. If he gets pole, I will do something. But Fox, where is... He's now just starting his lap as well. But don't worry, like I said, Fox is used to... Oh, Geke spun in the penultimate corner. He's done for qualifying now as well. What about Sambao? He's the last tier 3 driver. What can Sambao do? Can he get himself forward? Can he get himself up the track? He can. He gets above Geke, so that's P15 for Sambao. Which leaves... Is Ghost Rider on a lap? No, he's 30 seconds down. What about Gatian? Is he going to take... If he takes pole with that little ERS... No, a 12.9 with no ERS, that's impressive. But I think that's going to be it. Unless Fox is about to pull out... He's 4/10 up. But he needs a bit more than that from the final sector. So what's Fox going to do? This is going to be the final time in qualifying. Let's see. A 113.2, that's into P10. Red Bull 10 and 11. I wish we saw that in real life. But that is qualifying. That's a very mixed up grid compared to what we normally see in tier 3, to be completely honest. But then obviously, like I said, the top 5 in the championship, none of which are racing today. So, but here is your grid for the race. It's Donny first, Jazzboy in second, Gatian in third, Airways fourth, Ghost Rider in P5, Scottish Ninja P6, Fire J in P7, Arrow Boys P8, Night Shadow P9, Fox River in P10, Baby Hornet P11, RFC Danny P12, B17 P13, Gene Genie P14, Sambao P15, Geke P16, Mutts Nuts P17, Mark in P18, Speedy Bullet P19, and Johnny Smooth in P20. Ant, who's your prediction to win?
Oh dear. Yeah, of course, staying in Tier 3, I would say Airways is looking pretty good, to be honest, even though he's a Tier 4 driver. He had some very good pace here, so I'd keep an eye on him. And, of course, Baby Hornet down in 11th. I think he's got much more to offer during the race.
I'm going to go with Jazz Boy. He's really impressed me in that qualifying session.
Not a bad call. Not a bad shout. I don't know, I think Donny's got a lot of pace anyway in the race. Jazzboy as well is very, very quick, and it is, like I say, a full dry race, and there is a lot of risk for safety cars as well in this race, so it's going to be interesting to see who can make, well, whatever strategy the guys really choose to go on, I suppose. It's going to be an interesting one, that's for sure.
Yeah, it most definitely is. It's going to be super, super exciting. Tier 3, don't forget, formation laps are on this week as well, because they worked well in Tier 2 and Tier 1. They worked fine, I believe. Definitely in Tier 2 they did. I'm not 100% on Tier 1.
Yeah, they worked absolutely fine. Yep.
Yeah. Well, as long as Simon turned them on anyway. Yeah, okay, they are on, thank goodness. But let's see. So, obviously, this grid... Yes, what was you going to say, Ant?
I was just about to say, before we start the formation, well, we've started it, but we've currently got 13 viewers, and we've only got 4 likes, so please, everybody, press that button.
Only 4 likes?
Only. That's a terrible rate. Come on.
That is... If I don't see 10 likes in the next 10 seconds...
His bottle's getting thrown.
The stream's going off. The Tier 3 drivers could just race with nothing, no proof of anything. But no, seriously, everyone, like, why we should be on more subscribers as well. Subscribe as well. It's only a click of the button, isn't it? So, yeah.
Exactly that. I mean, there's not many leagues that'll have 5 races per week, and most of them only have 2 to 3 full tiers and a mixed tier. I mean, how can you not? You know, especially in the summer break, you've got, and midweek you don't have F1 on. This is your F1 fix.
Yeah,
it is for me.
And where else will you hear the Hodgie howl and the Connor cry and the Banshee and the Banshee blower and the
that'll do. I like
and
that
the
one.
Chris. I have to be careful what I say
bit,
here.
I don't know. We haven't got one for Ant yet. We haven't had anything for Ant yet. We need something.
Anonymous.
To be fair, that was one thing I was thinking. You being on comms tonight for Spain, we know you're multilingual. Are you? Can you speak much Spanish?
Of course he can. If he says no, he's lying.
Puede hablar un poco, sí, claro.
Okay.
Porque trabajo en español también.
Yep. What he said.
Have we got a Spanish viewer? Have we got a Spanish viewer, please? I don't know. I don't even think we've got a Spaniard in the league.
Hay Martín que habla español.
But we are gearing up.
Entender lo que estoy diciendo.
Sorry to interrupt your wonderful Spanish.
I am enjoying that, to be fair.
But we have got a lot of meat. Actually, we'll go through the tyres when the race starts. For now,
mix of tyres.
We'll look at position change. Let's see. Fire J doesn't know how to stop his car. Neither does Jazz Boy. Neither does Ghost Rider. Come on, guys. This is the easy bit. Genie doesn't. Geke doesn't. I will call you all out. Baby Hornet doesn't. But we are ready to go racing if it lets me see the lights, which it does now. If they ever come on, please don't glitch.
It's a bit glitchy.
I don't like how long this is
just
taking.
A bit. I think it's fine. There we
there
go.
you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights, and we are racing. Great start from Donny. A bit of a slow start actually from Jazzboy in P2. Gatian may get him. He has got him. Jazzboy has not had the best getaway here, but into turn 1, let's see what is going to go on. Oh, there's contact between Ghost Rider and I think it was Gatian into turn 1. Ghost Rider just hit his rear a little bit.
McLaren there, Scottish Ninja.
Yeah, Ninja is round. That's a massive shame from him. I wonder if there was contact potentially, but everyone else seems to have made it through pretty cleanly. Mark's made a great start. He's up to P14 already. So
yeah, I was just avoiding a load of bit of carnage, and a few people went wide in turn 3.
Yeah, that does happen quite easy on high fuel. What was you gonna say, Ant?
A great start. A great start by Baby Hornet. He's up 3 positions. He got a move on Gav as well. So not the easiest driver to get a move on.
I'm just gonna say those two are in a party together. I'm sure the banter right now is absolutely top notch.
I can hear Gav howling already and laughing and giggling.
Yeah, but you wait till Gav gets him back. I want the full footage of it. I really do. I've seen Gav overtake, heard Gav overtaking people in the past, and when you're leading a race, it's not the best thing to hear. But
Donny hasn't exactly run away with it on the first lap.
He hasn't, but he's got an ultra defensive already down the straight. We've got timing glitches galore, but Gatian has started on the softs though as well. We've got to remember that's why his start was also so good. Jazzboy got really bogged down off the start. He had a pretty poor getaway, but he's still there in P4. So these guys, yes.
I don't know what you guys think, but I think the softs worked really well in this track.
I didn't really
get a chance to try them, I'm not going to lie, so I'm not really sure.
Yeah, firstly, we had a wet race, and secondly, I didn't last long enough in the race to try them. So, yeah. Yeah, amazing. I agree with you. But let's see what is happening down the field. Baby Hornet. I'll tell you something, right? Baby Hornet and Error Voice, if I remember back to Monaco just last week, not that I want to, but I do. Baby Hornet was stuck behind Error Voice for a very long time, and look who Baby Hornet is stuck behind right now.
Again.
Oh, he's gone really deep and he's just lost the position to that. Oh, I better get Simon off stream, otherwise I'm going to get absolutely mullered. But let's see, because Gatian is now right on the back of... Oh, big twitch from Donny on the exit of the final corner. This is going to open the opportunity for Gatian. He is on the softs and he is a higher tier. Donny, it's really not worth fighting. Through goes Gatian, he takes the lead.
Simon's trying to make a move back onto Danny at the end of the straight, but he just, he left plenty of space for Danny, so...
He did, I just caught the end of it. I just caught the end of it, and Simon got a bit twitchy on the exit of 2, didn't he, and it cost him, and then B17 now is right up his chuff. I haven't brought that one out in a while. But he's right behind him and ready to capitalise on any mistakes, with Fox looming large to help his Red Bull teammate. So, yeah. It's all poised very nicely at the minute, because everyone's still very, very close together. I tell you what, though, there is an interesting battle forming for 13th and 14th.
I wondered if you were going to bring that up. Oh, Gav goes very wide.
Gav, there's the track there, by the way. Oh, he's let you go.
Yeah, I think he did that a little bit. He knew he'd lost the drive, so he wasn't going to lose much time. I was actually going to enjoy that.
Well, that's boring. Gav, you could have just fought.
I get 4th place penalty anyway.
He still could have fought. It would have been, that's what I geared up for. I even flicked to it, but it's fine.
No.
But Gatian, fastest lap of the race. As expected, he's on the softs at the moment, but Ghost Rider is now the man on a charge. He is within that 1 second of Donny at the minute. Donny's just about clinging on to that 1 second of Gatian though at the minute, isn't he, Ant?
Yeah. It's going to be hard for him to stay up there. Oh, what's happening down the...
It's alright, nothing. I just... that was fun through turn 3.
Oh, contact! Fire J's round! He made contact with Airways. Sorry to interrupt you, Mark, but wow, that was...
I was just having a bit of fun with E17 and Genie in a Bottle, and now Gav's back up here as well. So that was good fun. That could have got a bit tasty through turn 3. Obviously, full throttle through there. That would have been good fun.
You're about to get doubled up by the Ferraris.
Ah, could be worse. Could be Red Bulls.
He's going to struggle a little bit because he's the only driver in that pack with the hard tyres on. So he's going to be the lead driver, the lead driver of that DLS train. So he's going to struggle to stay in front.
Yeah, he definitely is.
Yeah, he's closed the gap down to Jazzboy, so he must have had a moment. As
Air
Voice manages to get past.
Well, what happened with Airways when the contact was made with Fire J was that he He went really deep into turn. Someone's just gone really wide. I think it's Jazzboy just ahead of him. Just gone super wide in turn 3. It's so easy to do because there's bumps all over the place in turn 3 if you just hit the wrong line once, isn't there? So turn 3 is a bit of a nightmare. But I think Baby Hornet's just made the move on Airways for P6. He has. So Baby Hornet's on a bit of a charge now. This is getting rather interesting. That battle for... I'll tell you something though, Hodgie, you are in maybe the biggest train I've ever seen in my life currently. Yeah,
I can see the front of it. There is a huge train going on here, and it's going to be interesting because everyone's. Yeah. It's going to be who gets the best drive out of a particular corner, who makes a mistake or not. Yeah, is going to be really key in terms of opening doors and giving opportunities to other drivers because it is so close around here right now. Yeah, Jazzboy. It's all the way from Jazzboy down to Firejet in P14. And Danny's just made the move on Airways. Airways is struggling like crazy on those hard tyres at the minute. Now Fox is lining him up on the run down to turn 1. Is Fox going to be able to get it done? He's not, because the DRS is just too powerful on that Mercedes at the moment. I never thought I'd say that when they're facing a Red Bull. But but for now it is. But Jazzboy, Error Boys has... I don't know if... Error Boys has actually legitimately got past him, so... Jazzboy's just tucked himself back in, P5. He knows that Error Boys will get that demotion at the end of this race. So let's see how this goes for them guys. But Donny, I'll tell you something, Ghost Rider's come a bit detached now from Donny. And I'm wondering if Gatian's tyres are starting to go, because Donny is right on the back of him again. So let's see what Donny can do. Everything okay there? Yeah, just Rob had a big moment coming at the bottom of the hill through, was that 6 and 7 I think it was. Fox is having a good look at Airways up ahead of that. He is, I'm going to go and watch it. He's gone up the... Oh, he's so close to contact with Danny though. Ooh, that was very close. Good car control there from Fox, and that pains me to say that. But
Airways really is struggling with his hard tyres.
I think he just goes through the hards, you know yourself, and to go through a bit of a phase, especially like a mid-life graining phase, and unless he's kind of at that stage now, that's, you know, thinking where it might be is I think Danny's just been absolutely mugged with the DRS guys. Oh, Airways, no! Airways is round. He's had a moment at 2. That's a huge shame.
There was contact there, so...
Yeah. He's really driven well, but there's still a long race to go. But impressive, we've made it 7 laps without safety car. Yeah, when is it unreduced? It's on reduced in every tier, I believe. Oh yeah, it is, isn't it?
I think so, yeah.
We had, I could be wrong. Well, you know, was it tier 2 we had 7 laps and 3 safety cars? Yeah, let's not talk about it. I mean, I was one of the people that brought them out, but... And it was wet, in all fairness, it was. It was wet, fair enough. Yeah. And I can't drive, that's the other excuse, but yeah. All fun and games, but I'm ready for this Red Bull massacre that's about to happen on poor old Jazzboy. Because...
He's going to try and get a move on Gatian though.
Let's go and see it. He's not close enough this low. Gatian is flashing like a madman in Amsterdam, but he's survived it for now.
He's got very good top speed, even without using DRS or anything.
Yeah, he definitely has at the moment. Mark has made a move on Danny for P9. Oh, but Danny's come back at him. Very good driving. Yeah, I got twitchy on the exit of 1, going a little bit too deep, and got me back there, so good move. Yeah. The Scotsman is not giving up that one very easily at all, so good to see a bit of ambition, actually. But let's have a little look. Baby Hornet's managed to navigate his way past Jazzboy. Now it's going to be Fox's turn to mug the Alfa Romeo. Scottish Ninja's out. Oh, he's in the pits.
That's a shame.
Yeah, definitely
he only
is.
had front wing damage.
He's gone in the pits, but he's still managed to be ahead of Johnny Smooth. That's quite impressive, to be honest. Oh, Johnny Smooth's actually pitted, to be fair. So it somewhat makes sense.
Well, the car's just going to go out, but he has retired from the race.
Oh no, I really hope this doesn't ruin anyone else's race. Please. Don't.
Well, the timing's perfect for the race leaders.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it is for them, but I'm hoping that car doesn't come on the racing line for the guys in like P4.
Yeah, it does. It does for every voice. Oh my goodness. This is why people just finish your races, okay?
Oh,
Finish
Donny's
your
tried to
races
make the move on Gatian, rally outside of turn 3, turn 4. What a move that is from Donny. Incredible.
What's happened, Mark?
Basically, I was just having a bit of fun with Danny and then tried to hang it around the outside. There's no grip out there.
Yeah.
And went round. That's all.
Yeah,
No contact, nothing like that. Just a good bit of wheel to wheel with Danny. Very, very fair. And yeah, just there's no grip on the outside of 3. On full throttle with no traction. It's not good.
It's because there's bumps. Like, I think I was saying it a minute ago. There's bumps everywhere in that corner. If you go off line one moment, that's it. Boom. See you later.
Yeah.
That's where I crashed
and at that speed,
on
you just can't catch it at all.
Yeah.
Plenty of marbles as well.
Yeah.
It's terrible on this game, but I enjoy it.
It adds a realistic dimension to it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Just like seeing that the leader is the second place car is like is a minute 20 behind the leader, but it's definitely not true.
Well, it could sometimes be that way this year.
Oh, what? Because Verstappen?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but let's be honest. If you took him out of F1, this would be the greatest F1 season ever. And before the Dutch fans come at me, that's not me slagging off the Verstappen. That's, if anything, me complimenting Verstappen. Oh, baby Hornet's out!
Oh no! Oh no!
Where was that?
It's exit of turn 4. He's lost traction
Simon.
by the looks of it and just gone straight to the wall. And the Connor curse comes out again because there's a safety car. Mark, I think you're going to get a few requests asking for me to be sacked from comms.
Oh, just one from Simon.
Well, his don't matter, that's fine. Let's have a little look. So, who's going to come in the pits? I would expect to see Gatian in on the soft. Danny should come in, and so should Fire J, probably Mutts Nuts and Speedy Bullet as well. So, let's see what's going on. Donny's actually followed him in. I mean, the hard... Can they go to the end here?
Well, I hope so. I'm going to plan on it.
Well,
yeah, the Haas can go to the end.
Yeah.
I know Ant is like the tyre whisperer of MRC, so I need his tyre knowledge. Everyone's pitted apart from Ghost Rider. Guys, some of you were meant to stay out so I can see some on track. Well,
that's why Geke stayed out. He's on the hard, so.
Well done, Geke. Well done, Airways. No, Airways even pitted. I don't think he's going to be able to go to the end on those mediums somehow. Oh, Ghost Rider just nearly hit the safety car. That's probably not the smartest thing I've ever seen in my life. The Fox River has just put on the softs. Genie has put on the softs as well.
That's a bold strategy.
I mean,
I'd have kept them to the end.
Yeah, I'd have probably considered that as well. But I mean, it's not. I've definitely seen you pit for sauce before.
What?
In like MRC, you've definitely come in for the sauce before and gone for a fast stint.
Usually when I do that, it's to get rid of a set of tyres.
Yeah.
It's usually that way around because I don't. Yeah.
Oh, is that when you race tier 4?
It depends on the race. It depends on the race. Oh, when I race tier 4, yeah, of course, yeah. I try and get rid of all the tyres as soon as I can.
Yeah. Fair enough.
But yeah, soft tyres right now is, yeah, they're gonna have to pit again, so they're banking on another safety car.
Yeah.
For sure. And if they pit again, what are they going to pit for? Are they going to pit for mediums? Are they going to pit for softs? Because I'm not sure they have any soft tyres left.
Well, that's it. Depends on how many people use them during qualifying, doesn't it?
Exactly,
see what they've got and. Well, I think Gav's just pitted. Yeah, possibly. Yeah, he has.
Yep, he is.
Maybe a lap too late.
Night Shadow has just pitted.
It's a weird one because he was on a new set of hard tyres, so.
Unless he's got another set of mediums available and Thinks you can take them back.
A set of softs.
Yeah.
We don't have to try and understand him. He's a madman.
Yeah. I mean, that is one way to say it. So, yeah. Well done, Gav. You've earned yourself madman status in Tier 3 today. Yeah, so how are you feeling? So, do you think you're going to be comfortable going to the end mark on these halves?
I'm going to give it a go, is the honest answer. A lot of people have kind of thought the same way and think they will take them to the end. They should do 20 laps, which probably will be 20 by the end, unless the safety car does come in this lap, and we did see the safety car literally only hang out. I think at one point it came out, I think in Tier 1, we all picked up the safety car and then it came in that lap, because we're all close together.
I think the coding has changed recently.
Yeah, but there we go. There we are. It is going in this lap.
It is. Ghost Rider's going to leave us away. He's made a bit of a bold decision here, staying out on those mediums. He's going to be absolutely praying for another safety car. But let's see, when is Ghost Rider going to go? We saw people go really, really early in Tier 2 and Tier 1 this week. It was almost ludicrously early, which, yeah, it was quite shocking to me. But Ghost Rider is leaving it quite late. Don't forget, you've got that. It's a really long pit straight here as well, which doesn't help, does it? And because the line is so close to the final corner, that doesn't help either. But Ghost Rider has gone. But Gatian is attached, as is Donny. But Donny has a big, big switch out the final corner. But Donny, I'm sure. Yeah, Getian is having a look around the outside of Ghost Rider into turn 1. Ghost Rider goes deep. That's going to open the opportunity back up for Gatian into turn 3. But it doesn't actually. It actually hinders him a little bit and now opens it up for Donny to go around the outside. Is he going to have a look into turn 4? I don't think he is. He's not quite close enough. Arrow Boy's made a great restart. So has Fox, though. His softs have been working beautifully. Jazz Boy's still in P6.
Oh no, Gekke's just spawned in turn 4 and his teammate couldn't avoid him. Oh, that's guttering for the Aston boys.
Oh, the Aston boys have not had a good restart there. That is a massive, massive shame for those two. They're both such good drivers. Well, such very improved drivers, aren't they? So
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, let's see. Gav's also gone for the softs, which is but I mean, Gav did give me an insight into his strategy before this race, and it's rather.
You should watch Fox River 8, mate.
Let's go and have a look. Oh, he's round the outside into the penultimate corner. He's hold on, I need to give him a phone call and tell him to calm down. He's you don't do that in the penultimate corner. But now he's going to have a look on Gatian up the inside into the B17's out. Safety car. Oh, and Jazz and Error Voice so nearly just wiped out Fox into turn 1, because that safety car must have caught him very unawares. And
yeah, the safety car's come up behind the pack, so that's so unlucky for E17. They were running well, both of them in the points, and yeah, Gekke lost it. I think E17 might have been coming at the pits and overcooked the last corner, which is easy to do. And I think we saw that in Tier 2. Yeah. I think, and because it's now a higher speed last corner, you are coming there in 7th to 6th gear. It is easy to easily overcook that, and as the bumps are, head straight into the wall. And I think, looking at that's what E17 did. Yeah,
it did look that way, sadly for him. But let's just wait and see what's going to go on now. I think surely Ghost Rider will take this opportunity now to pit. You would definitely think so, because otherwise he's just going to lose an unreal amount of time. It's good to see Airways has made a few places up on that restart, hasn't he? I believe he was actually behind Mark as well.
He was ahead of me. We were in about 12th, 13th, so we've gained a few places, I think, through Gav pitting and then the Astons having those issues. So yeah, and Rob's pitted off the softs, get rid of those.
Yeah, Ghost Rider has also pitted as well, so he's pitted from the lead. This is going to drop him so far down, though. But
that's the issue with pitting so soon. If you have to do it, then fine. Obviously, it's the best opportunity to do it. But it's with the field so tightly packed. It costs you quite a lot.
The one positive for Geke is here that he has managed to. I know he didn't cause a safety car.
Oh,
but
what's happened?
Wow! What's gone on here?
Something's gone on at the front.
With Gatian
And Jay
and
and Fox.
Voice.
There's a Mercedes in the wall.
And now everyone's stationary.
Why is everyone? I think there's been a load of illegals potentially.
Yeah, that's why everyone stopped. I think.
We're probably about to see a whole host
tell
of.
you exactly what happened.
Yeah.
I didn't catch it on stream, to be completely honest. I was watching someone further down, but I saw the aftermath of it.
Fox got passed by Jazz Boy into turn 3.
Okay.
And so that's one thing, and then it's Judoni, who's saying he was running too fast. He had to stop so the safety car could get past. And
wait, so he overtook the safety car?
He overtook the safety car, yeah. And I think he had that problem with the first safety car as well, didn't he?
No, he just
Gatien?
Nearly.
No, it was Ghost Rider, but
if you could save your footage, and which you can do, then if you could do that, mate, I think that may help uncover what's just
I was going to say, because I have a feeling that may be seen in the stewards, to be completely honest, after what I've just witnessed in terms of wings flying everywhere.
Interesting. There was a little bit of, there were wings flying all over the place. Jazzboy's got a 3-second penalty for something somewhere, I've noticed.
Somewhere, because in the stewards with that one, but this is going to play out. This is going to be interesting to see how this does play out now. Danny's obviously going to struggle to get to the end on those medium tyres. It's going to be a big ask to take them, 17 laps from here. Unless there's another safety car, then he might just be okay. But, I'm interested. Mark, are you going for the win? Full send? Daniel Ricciardo style?
No, if I'm in a serious battle where it could if it's a clear overtake, then fine. But if it's not, I'm not going to risk, tier 3 drivers who are fighting in this tier. I'm not going to risk them out. If they're quicker, let them go. If it's a clear cut opportunity, that's a DRS, or they make a mistake, then fine, I will make an overtake. But otherwise, I'm not going to do anything daft and let these guys race. I had a little bit of fun with Danny earlier on, and it's going to be an interesting one. I know what Jake Firehouse is like, so a lot of seasons racing against him wheel to wheel, and it's going to be a fun one, this, I think. And I've got a lot of quick guys kind of just behind. I know Jake's come back. He's not as quick as he was, which you won't like me saying, but he is still a very quick driver.
I remember when
we do a late safety car coming in.
A few seasons ago, he was right at the top end of tier 2. I believe even in one of the title fights with you.
Possibly. I know we've had a few battles at the top of the leaderboard, but see when Donny Osmond decides to drop it.
Just for the news.
Hopefully he doesn't actually drop it.
Simba said he'll miss you too, you soft. Oh, there's a big crash! Who's that? An Alpha Tauri has just made contact with someone, and it's all. I think there was a Ferrari that went round. Wings flew everywhere again.
That'll be Gav.
Oh, that was that was strange, I have to say. But in other news, JD Don has gone. 3 seconds for Sambal. A lot of penalties have just been given out for whatever, but Sambal's in P8. That's impressive from him. That's good to see as well. He's a driver that struggled a bit this season, but he's managed to get himself right up there. He's kept himself out of trouble today. But I'll tell you something, Ghost Rider, considering he dropped all the way to the back, has just gained all of that out of those collisions. So he's probably rather happy right now. But
he's got the best tyres to go to the end, that's for sure.
He definitely does, and I don't think anyone's going to be able to stop him. There's contact between the two that have just pitted in turn 1, between Johnny and Speedy Bullet. But let's just have a little look. So at the minute, Jazz Boy's in a net P2, Danny's in a net P3, and Jacob... Alright, no, Jacob is a net P... P4 at the moment. So
I think Danny was struggling a lot with his tyre warm-up.
yeah, it looks that way. He's dropped to Fire J as well. Fire J's now having a little look at Mark on the shirt. I don't think he's got... Oh, Speedy Bullet's out. Is that going to be another safety car?
Come on.
No, he looks like he's still moving. So I think that may have been a retirement on track.
I think the stewards will look at that one later on.
Yeah, I mean, he was definitely still moving after it came up saying he retired, so, yeah. But, we'll move on. Jazz Boy looking very racy right behind Aero Boys at the moment, so that's good to see a Tier 3 driver really taking it to the Tier 2 boys. Fox is also looking really racy behind Donny. He's on the soft tyres against Donny's hard. Obviously, these softs have only done about 3 racing laps, but I think it's going to be Fox trying to make the move. We know he always wants to win, so let's wait and see what he can do. He's not quite close enough this lap though, but Mark's got his sights set on Jazz Boy ahead as well. So now Mark just wants the wheel to wheel with Aero Boy, so that's what he wants.
Yeah, that would be good fun.
Because I know. Obviously, you'll fight with Aero Boys and Fox because they're a higher tier, so they're the two you're looking at.
Yeah, a little bit.
but then
I was just trying to close up. I didn't close up as much as I thought I might done that lap. So they are showing some good pace at the minute. Obviously, we're all on the hard tyres.
Yeah, I think he's going to be absolutely gutted of being caught in that accident at the restart. Is Gatien? He's down into 14th.
Yeah, he was having such a good race
now.
Yeah, he's just got past Geke, so
yeah.
Let's see, and now he's right up the rear end of Gav. Gav will be feeling rather uncomfortable right now, but Gav's also having a little look at Genie in a bottle. He's having a look round the outside of turn 5. No way is Gav going to be able to pull this one off. Oh, maybe he is. But now they're side by side on the run down to turn 6. Just enough space. Given he's been mugged by Gatian up the inside of turn 6 now. Incredible driving by all 3 drivers. All 3 gave a perfect amount of space there. But
Gav has taken the 1994 route.
Has he?
Yeah.
I know Gav likes alternative routes, but come on, Gav. Let's... Oh, Genie's made a move on Mux. Oh, I think there's been a big collision. Oh, 4 of them. They're all getting way too close for comfort. Gav's now decided to join in with it. I think it's going to be a drag race between about 4 cars down the pit straight here. Gav's flashing his red light at me, but I'm not interested. Sorry, Gav. Let's see what is going on. Sambao is dropping off a bit, but Jazz Boy's really kept with Aero Boys well here, hasn't he? I think Fox's softs are starting to go off though as well, because he's actually dropped off the back of J. Dudon. He's the man that's loving all of this, Mr. Donny.
Yeah, two laps ago he was a few tenths away, and yeah, he's dropped back a little.
That gap is visibly bigger as well. To pay with. Yeah, I know Fox is very tactical with his ERS. Not to give away the secrets, Fox. Oh, you're right, Mark. Everything still working.
Yep, just had a big moment through turn 10, and I'll just let Jacob go through. I hit the gravel and come on, Jacob. There you go. Yeah, it didn't go well for me, that one.
Well, I mean, you're still running well though. Still P6, so. But Sambao's just made the move on Danny.
Yes, has changed.
Oh, just as I was saying, Fox has dropped back, but now Aaron Boyce has made the move as well. I wonder if Donny played that tactically and just thought, I'm not fighting this. But Gatian with the fastest lap. He's the man on a mission, but now Donny's gonna probably come a bit susceptible here to Jazzboy, who's hovering. But don't forget, Jazzboy has got that 3-second penalty. Mark has made it back past Fire J for the time being as well, so that's a good little move from him. But there's a side-by-side in the background. Ghost Rider going up the inside into turn 4 on RFC Danny. You was right, Mark, earlier when you said Danny is really struggling on those mediums.
Yeah, I think they go through, they don't like a couple of heat cycles, so we had the safety car and it got them up to some kind of racing temperature, and then they would have cooled slightly under the next safety car very quickly, and they don't tend to like that.
Yeah, they definitely don't. But let's have a little look at what's actually going on. Because Donny's just, I think Donny has played this so tactically and just gone, right, I'm going to let these two through, but I'm going to use their DRS to just drag me along with them and sort of protect me from Jazzboy a little bit here. So...
Thing is, I'm in clear air. I can. Oh no, I can't see them now. I did see them. I know they're 5 seconds up the road, which that's extended slightly, but I was struggling to stay with them already. They've got some very, very good pace.
Yeah, they definitely.
And I saw in qualifying, Jazzboy was light, and to be fair, I got it to about 1.3, and then at the end of the last sector, Jazzboy is very, very good and strong through that last sector. I'm not sure which point exactly. But he would pull it out to about 1.7, 1.8, so he has definitely got some pace in that last sector.
Yeah, he definitely does. What's wrong with Geke, sorry?
He's stopped and...
Oh, he's got no front wing.
Oh, okay. I was on board cam, so...
Yeah, he's got no front wing in turn 2, so that is not good news for Geke. He seemed to have maybe missed a breaking point into turn 1 there. Potentially,
yeah.
But Arrow Boys has passed Fox as well, which I did miss, but they're not the race. We don't need to worry about them. The battle is the one behind between Donny and Jazzboy. That's for the actual race lead. So let's see what these two can do. Yes,
he's in a great position because, as you said, Jazzboy has got his penalty. Fox has got a pit, and Arrow Boys is going to be demoted. So. It's nice driving though between Arrow Boys and Fox River.
It definitely is. They're side by side round turn 3. Fox is on the outside, Arrow Boys on the inside. They're going to stay side by side all the way down to turn 4. Safety car. Who was ahead out of those two? Fox will be loving that though, because now he can just pit for another set of softs. But it'll be interesting to see which drivers risk it here. If I was Donny, I definitely wouldn't be risking it here, if I'm being completely honest.
I've got to agree with you, yeah.
I don't think it's worth the risk for him.
Yeah, he's in a strong position. Other drivers are going to be pitting, and if they don't pit, they're going to be vulnerable. And he's got the pace to get past the drivers. So I've got to agree with you. He's got to pit.
I'm saying he hasn't got to pit. I said I wouldn't pit if I was him.
See, I kind of disagree. I'm on the fence. I mean, I am pitting because I've got, obviously reserving.
I mean, for you it's about 5.
But the top guys, I don't. Would have 9, maybe 8 laps of racing, full bore racing. It's going to be okay for those hard tyres.
Yeah.
But you're right, the initial pace to start with, and then if any of them drop off. I don't know if any of them did pit or not, but...
Yeah, all the leaders have pit apart from Arrow Boys. He stayed out. Gatianaz also stayed out. Ghost Rider stayed out. Genie in a bottle has pit. What about Sambao? He's coming in, and most drivers are coming in. Gav also in. He's getting off those softs. Mutts Nuts in. Danny is halfway around the track, so I'll come back to him later.
It's going to depend on who pits. That's the problem, because if there are plenty of buffer drivers in between Arrow Boys and the fresher tyres, that could work out for Arrow Boys.
Well, the issue for Donny now is that the provisional race leader is Ghost Rider.
Yes.
He's got to work his way past Airways, who he is actually racing. He's got to then hope Fox gets past Ghost Rider reasonably quickly, which you would probably think he'll do on fresh softs compared to the hards. But then he's also got to get past Ghost Rider himself. So Donny's given himself a bit of work to do here to try and get himself back up. But we all know these guys on the fresh softs, and some of them have put... Jazzboy is quite surprising. He's put on fresh mediums.
Yeah, he maybe thinks that if they're going to be more consistent all the way through, that's the last stint though.
After watching Danny's tyres on the mediums, no.
But as long as they're going to have he's got fresh ones on, so it's going to have that one heat cycle, that one warm up. Danny's problem was, it was the heat up, cool down thing that the mediums don't like. The hards you can get away with them, but the softer compounds generally not really. That's in my experience.
Yeah, well, Fox was around about. He was practically pushing round. Who was it in the lead? Donny around for the first 4 laps of that stint, and all of a sudden he started to just lose out and lose out and lose out. and it started to really cost him. So let's see. This is going to be. I'm interested really to see how this is going to play out. Obviously, FireJ behind you, Mark, has also gone for the mediums as well. So everything okay?
Yeah, and there was a bit slow through turn 1, and Jacob hit the back of me. Hopefully, there's no corresponding penalties and no damage to Jacob. That was not either of our fault. It was just very slow. Where the leader's caught, I'm looking back at him. Look, he doesn't look like he's got any damage. Thank goodness.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
He's gone on to the medium, so he's thinking the same as Jazz Boy. And then I've got Genie in a bottle behind.
Yeah.
Oh, so this is going to be exciting. The thing is as well, I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but coming into turn 1, you're doing 200 mile an hour, 203, if not a bit more if you've got DRS. There are no brake marker boards.
There's
at
not.
All.
Luckily,
None.
I use
not a 150, not a 100, not a 50, 0.
To be fair, in turn 1, I don't use the brake boards anyway.
Well, I don't, but it's useful as a little bit of a reference. If you're on the inside, and you can just look over and you see a board, you roughly know where to brake from there. If you don't have that, you've got to use the other markers.
If they're not there, it gives me massive OCD going into turn 1 because it makes it. It confuses you because you're so used to seeing. It's almost part of muscle memory seeing them there. Do you know what I mean? So it feels like when you don't see them, it's a different corner altogether. If that makes any sense at all. But maybe it's just my messed up brain. But yeah, probably that.
Half a bit.
Or that. But let's.
We're going for another lap.
Yeah, there's one drive a little bit further back. I think it'll come in at the end of this one.
Oh yeah, it definitely will. Yeah, it'll be the third one.
Johnny Smooth. He's a bit detached from the pack at the moment. But go on, Ant.
Yeah.
So give us a prediction of who you think is going to win from here.
Oh dear. Yeah, we've got to take into account the race emotions. Fox River 8 is in tier 3, right?
No, tier 2.
He's in tier 2. Tier 2, right, okay.
He drives like a tier 3 though, so I don't blame you. Sorry, Fox.
I think Dudoni's the one looking best for this one, because you've got Ghost Rider, of course, but 11 lap old hard tyres. They'll go to the end, of course. Don't get me wrong, but I think there won't be the performance. He should be passed pretty quickly by Fox. And then Airways should be passed by Dudoni as well pretty quickly as well. Even though Airways has been doing really well for a tier 4 driver. I think Dudoni will get the race win if everything goes to plan, and things don't always go to plan in MRC.
No, it never goes to plan when I'm racing. But I'm going with Geke. He's going to go from P15 to P1 on the restart into turn 1. Boom. Done.
You're trying to curse him, that's all you're doing.
No, I'm not. Me and Geke are really, really good friends. Like, seriously, we actually are. And Geke is going to take the lead into turn 1. No, if I was cursing anyone,
is he going to forget to brake and just go straight over and get he'll have a 10-second lead, but he'll have a 10-second penalty for corner cutting? Is that what you're trying to say?
If I know Geke, there's a AlphaTauri in P8. He's going to use that as the brake, and then no, I'm joking. But
hang on. Oh wait, I got P8. Hang on. I didn't even click.
I was going to say, I'm surprised you haven't reacted to that one quicker than you did. But we'll move swiftly on. Let's see, because we are restarting this race. This is where it's all going to get rather tasty. This is where we see how stupid I am at predicting people to win. But Fox is not made. Oh, Error Voice is round. He's out. Don't be another safety car straight away, please. Oh goodness, I didn't need a safety car. Everyone's passed.
I think that's maybe why it's a virtual.
Yeah. Yeah, but virtual safety car, so that doesn't really help anyone as such. But let's have a little look. Gatian's now obviously got the lead of the race. Aeroboys was leading, so I do wonder if maybe there was... He's just said it's a server issue in Discord, so... Potentially something's gone wrong with the servers there. Maybe a bit of lag with someone. But... Oh, I thought we were back racing there, because the virtual safety car disappeared from the top left. So...
We're still going.
I'll tell you what we need to see in MRC, though. We need to see a red flag at some point. Like an in-game red flag. We don't like the MRC red flags, do we? But
no, we don't. We really don't. Right,
we want
now.
an in-game one. That'd be nice.
And we're green.
We are green. Is Ghost Rider going to be able to throw one at Gatian? Don't use Connor's bottles because they tend to ruin you. I think that's what Error Voice had in his car. But I see what you mean by no brake boards in turn 1. I bet that is super horrible. But
it is a bit.
Let's see. Donny not making the moves probably as quickly as he'd like to be, especially not now that Ghost Rider's in P2. And bearing in mind, Fox is the car in front of Airways. He's also on the soft tyres, but through goes Donny. Yeah, he's got the move done. I think Airways knows that that wasn't a fight worth fighting. His fight is with Jazzboy right behind him. But let's see, Fox has managed to get past Ghost Rider on the exit of 5, which means he's through on 6. Now let's see, how quickly is Donny going to be able to get onto the back and past Ghost Rider for what will be the lead in Tier 3. Oh, there's side by side between Jazzboy and Airways. Jazzboy gets through. Brilliant move around the outside. Oh, no, there's contact between Airways and Mark. Oh,
that was a bit... I don't think he knew I was there. It was a bit naughty, but I don't think he knew I was there, to be perfectly honest.
I think he was more trying to almost let the car in front go and wasn't aware of the fact you were right behind.
Yeah, I think so.
Let's see that, because Donny's really close to the rear end of Ghost Rider. I think he's going to try it, but he's going to have to go for the outside, which probably isn't the preferred destination. He's so much better on the brakes though, but Ghost Rider goes a bit deep. That's going to open up the opportunity for Donny on the run out of turn 3, down to turn 4. He's got it. He's practically pushing him through turn 3. Now they're side by side nearly into turn 4, but Donny's definitely got the more grip at this stage. He's gone for the inside, the exact same move as he went for on the last lap. And this time he's hanging it round the outside of turn 5. He's going to get the better exit on the soft tyre. They're still there though. Ghost Rider's still looking at him on the inside into turn 6. They're still side by side all the way round. But eventually Donny gets the move done. Wow, that was incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, that really was some fantastic driving. Jazzboy is looking now.
Jazzboy is looking. Let's see, can he get the move done on Ghost Rider? He's not quite close enough. Very sensible. Oh, big twitch from Jazzboy though. But look at this. We've got 4 cars all within proximity of each other. Mark goes through. Jazzboy's missed his braking point. Jazzboy's round. There's a Ferrari out. Gab's been caught up in it.
Oh,
Gab's round. He's lost his wing. Safety car.
I tell you,
as if Gav got caught.
He's still in the race, just about. But that was... Gav hasn't pit. Oh no, oh yeah, he has, thank goodness.
Now, isn't he? Yeah.
Oh yeah, there was contact between, I think the other Ferrari of Fire J made contact with Jazzboy. Like, I'm not saying Fire J caused him to spin necessarily, we'll see that in the stewards I'm sure. But the contact was what made Jazzboy spin, and then Gav couldn't avoid him, and that's why Gav got caught in it. And sadly, I think this is Gav's last race for season 11, is it not? So
I think he's away for a couple of weeks. I know he's dropping down to reserve, which is a big shame.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what exactly. Oh, has he not moved to? I can't remember what you said. He's not moved. I don't know. I was going to say more, but I don't know what. I can't remember. There's been a lot going on in reality as well as MRC, and I can't remember what's going on. I'm not gonna lie. I've taken my finger off the pulse a little bit, and so I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, Gav's probably going to be a little... yeah, I think he's stepped down for the rest of the season, definitely. I know that much. He did say to me earlier he doesn't think he'll be racing for the rest of the season, other than his little fun race.
He's doing the realistic one, isn't he? During the bank holiday period at the end of the month, so a couple of weeks' time.
Yep, he will be hosting that one, so...
It's going to be fun.
don't forget, guys, as well. I might as well announce it on the stream. The Tier 3 Miami race that was cancelled will be run on the Wednesday of that week. So it'll be Wednesday the
30th, I think.
30th. Yes, it will be the 30th.
Good call.
So yeah, make sure all Tier 3 drivers you are available for that week, because as we've said, as Martin very politely pointed out last week, you're all missing too many races. So yeah. But
yeah, the attendance unfortunately in Tier 3 is nothing short of appalling. I know people have holidays, but there's a lot of drivers who have already missed 4 races and we're on what, round 7? Is this round 7, round 8?
There's drivers that missed 6.
It's not great.
It is.
Yeah, so round 8. So there's a few drivers who have missed a good 50% already of the races, and there are many drivers out there looking for leagues, looking for seats to race, and you know they'll join and they'll take those seats very easily, very quickly.
This is part of the reason why there is a massive recruitment drive incoming tonight. So,
and it's also a reason why I'm driving tonight.
Yeah, well, this is the thing, right? Let's put it this way. Mark shouldn't be driving tonight. Neither should Fox. Neither should Gatian. But they're covering for people that... Or Genie. I was just naming the ones that I could see instantly. Even Gav, necessarily, shouldn't be. So, come on, guys.
Of the 20 drivers running tonight, the highest placed driver in the standings is 6th in the standings.
Yeah.
And it's a Tier 2 driver.
Well, do you know what the worst bit is? The Tier 3 drivers have missed that many races that I believe Ziad's top of the championship.
And
he's a Tier 1
not 2 or 3
versus. Joint first.
And he's a Tier 1 driver.
He's not. He's a reserve for Tier 1. He is still
Tier 2
this season.
Sorry, he's a reserve Tier 1.
He's actually at that pace. 100% he is at that pace.
Oh yeah, I'm very surprised that he's... Yeah, anyway, he's definitely Tier 1, but...
Gatian's gone.
Gatian, he hasn't gone yet.
Oh, no, I don't like that.
Let's see though, Fox is going to be pressuring him. He is on the soft tyre. Donny is now back in the provisional lead, but is Ghost Rider going to be able to make a move? Because Donny's been caught napping here a little bit, and I think Ghost Rider's actually going to try it up the inside potentially. No, he's sensible about it, but if he was going to get the move done, he needs to get it done early. But Donny's actually gone for the move around the outside of Gatian, and he's through on Gatian. Now this is going to open up for Ghost Rider as well. Gatian's had a terrible restart from the lead.
Yeah, that's exactly what spun. I had the spin early on in the race because of the marbles on the exit on the outside of turn 3, and Gatian managed to hold it, but he had the same twitch I did. Tell you what, Ghost Rider's looking very racy with
the
Donny.
hard tyres, which is quite surprising. He seems to have got heat in them very early here, but then obviously he's just had a little bit of a twitch out of 5, and obviously you two nearly. Oh, there's a Mercedes in the wall. Gatian's out.
That's a shame. He had a really good race. Well, he was driving well. The race itself wasn't good, but
I'll tell you something though. Gav was last on this restart. He's now P8.
Wow!
That is insane from Gav.
And to be fair, if you look at who's going to get the 4-place demotions, including myself, unless I get a few more places, he's going to be up there.
Yeah, he's got
last lap.
He's got a 3-second penalty, Gav, but then so has all the drivers behind him. So if IJ's been disqualified for parking in a dangerous location, I mean, okay, but Gav could end up seeing himself here around about P5 or P6 after demotions. So considering he was last of the restart, he's now looking very racy with Mutsnuts as well, but I don't think he's going to get Mutsnuts because Mutsnuts has got no penalties. But Danny's now got past Ghost Rider as well, so Danny's made a great recovery as well. Yeah, Ghost Rider is really struggling. Gav's having a look up the inside of Ghost as well. Oh, there's so nearly contact between the two, but they both just about survived it. But let's see, Donny is looking like he's going to take the win. Gav's got another 3 seconds. Oh no, that's going to lose Gav so many places. But let's see, Geke somehow got 10 seconds of penalties. That's gutting for him, considering he's in P9. But he actually... No, wait, hold on. Geke might actually get a point here, even still. But Fox has just won the race. Donny will take the overall win. Mark comes over P3, GDP 4. Danny in P5, Mutsnuts P6, Ghost Rider P7. Gav will take P8. Geke is P9 for now. But what's going to go on? Is Sambo going to be close enough to take it away from him? He's not. Geke actually does take P9. Jazzboy, what happened to him? He dropped. Oh yeah, he had that spin, didn't he? Johnny in P12 and Airways is halfway around the track. But he will catch the. He will be the final of the classified finishers. Now the question is, Mark, did you enjoy yourself in Tier 3?
You know what? I did. I really, really did. There was a lot of good fun battles. Danny, I would say for one of them, Standard, that was great fun. A little bit with Ghost Rider at the end there, and a bit with Jacob and Jazzboy. There was a few good fun battles there, all very fair, all very clean. So yeah, enjoyed that one a lot.
Very, very good. It's good to hear that you enjoyed it, because, well, that was the main reason for you being here tonight as well. But let's see what is going on with the standings, because don't forget, these are all provisional pending stewards reports, of course. Everything can happen from this point onwards, but Fox takes the win, but it will be Donny who takes the Tier 3 win. Danny, what a drive from him. He will be P2. Mark and Genie obviously take P3 and 4 on track. Mutsnuts comes home in P6, Ghost Rider P7, Night Shadow in P8, Geke P9, Sambao in P10, Jazzboy in P11, Johnny Smooth in P12. Airways is the last of the classified finishers. He's in P13. All your DNS with Gatian, Error Boys, Speedy Bullet, B17, Baby Hornet, Scottish Ninja, and Fire J Rooster. Ant, who is your driver of the day?
Well, it's a driver we've not seen much today. He was right at the back at the start of the race, and he's finished in the top 6. It's Mutsnuts.
Yep, I think it's hard to argue with that one.
And out of all the drivers, well, we've got higher tier drivers. I think that after those drivers, he had the best race. Of course, didn't make any mistakes, but really good driver by Mutsnuts.
I think another driver I'm going to shout out actually is Geke, because bear in mind he was last. I think he went through about 9 different front wings and still ended up P9.
Do you think that's worthy of?
It's probably not worthy of his driver of the day, but the fact that he's ended up. But no, I think. Do you know what? I'm going to go boring. I'm going to go with Donny, because because Donny dominated that race, to be completely honest.
He did, yeah. Donny really, really did. Had some great pace. I was actually trying to go for a fast lap at the end, and I didn't want to overtake him. I mean, I managed to just sneak it, I think, from Fox at the end. But I think as well, I'm giving a shout to Danny as well, who would have taken, I think, as a P2 he'll take in the tier, and that was a great drive and a good fun battle with him as well. So a shout to both him and Donny, to be honest.
Yeah, without a shadow of a doubt. Everyone drove pretty brilliantly there. There was some great battle in that battle between, who was it? In the middle, the whole way through the first sector, was it Ghost Rider and Donny? That was absolutely incredible.
Oh, that was awesome.
Yeah, but don't forget, guys, Tier 4 will start in around about 25 minutes time with your host, the man that crashed out in his Red Bull tonight, Mr. Baby Hornet. He will be taking you through all the action. Don't forget to leave some love and get in the YouTube chat to support him. Anything else you guys want to add before we go off air?
Not for me, just a big thank you for having me. Thanks for giving me just a bit of a reserve race. Had some really good fun battles. Hopefully I didn't hamper anybody's race too much or at all. I really hope not. But yeah, really good fun battles with those guys, and really appreciate the opportunity.
Yeah, great to have you here. It's been a while since you've been on Driver Comms. But
it has, it is a very rare occurrence. We only do it for special occasions, but I thought tonight, why not?
Yeah, exactly.
It's really fun.
But Ant, thank you for joining me as well. Been a pleasure as always.
Yep, thanks for having me.
Yeah, but that'll be it. So don't forget, guys, please go and support the Tier 4 drivers in, like I said, 25 minutes time. And we'll be back on Friday around the streets of Montreal for MRCX. I can't remember what
I think it's normal. I think it's a normal weekend, I think it is.
Well, in that case, normal format then. Don't forget to tune in. I've got special guest joining me in the box, and I believe I've actually got an extra special guest joining me in the driver comms box as well, whose voice you wouldn't have heard for a good few weeks. But yeah, you don't want to miss it. I will see you all on Friday, but like I said, tune into Tier 4. Good night, guys.
Good night.